Park for the 2022 Grand Forks International semifinal. The game this morning will see the visiting Seattle Blackfins taking on the home Alaska Goldpanners. And the winner of this game will advance to the 1 p.m. game, the championship game against the Seattle Studs. Our officials on the field for this morning's game at first base will be Jaden Saban. At second base, Scott Eckert. At third, Ethan McNamara. And behind the plate calling the balls and strikes, Joe Mallinson. Taking the field for the home Alaska Goldpanners.
Welcome everyone to breakfast here at Grand Forks. Garo Von Dane with you live for Goldpanners baseball. It is a morning game here in the semifinals of the GFI, and the Goldpanners will take on the Seattle Blackfins to see who gets to face the Seattle Studs in the championship game. The Studs earning their trip to the title game with that win over the Goldpanners a couple of nights ago. And Panners got the day off yesterday and now ready to go against the Seattle Blackfins. The Blackfins had to win 2 games yesterday to advance to this game. Seattle defeated Everett 11-10. In the 1 o'clock game yesterday. Calgary defeated the Northwest Honkers 12-4, so Calgary and the Blackfins met up. And the Blackfins winning 10-4 last night under the lights.
He'll be followed by left fielder number 24, Zion Williams. Center fielder number 42, Josiah O'Bannon.
Getting the call for the Goldpanners this morning is R.J. Aranda. Aranda, the 5'9" left-hander from Chico State. And he will go against Caden Wetzel for the Blackfins. Wetzel, the 6'3" southpaw from Shoreline in Washington State. Seattle Blackfins, one of the newest teams to the Pacific International League, but jumped onto the scene and have done very well already. That organization run by Blake Snell's father, Blake Snell, as you of course know from the big leagues. And we are ready to go here from James Donaldson Stadium, and R.J. Aranda on the mound. The Goldpanners, the home team, and Aranda misses for ball 1 on the leadoff spot. Harrison Kaufman. This is a good Blackfins team. They can hit the ball. And they're sending a very good pitcher to the mound today here against the Goldpanners. R.J. Aranda, second-year Panner, 5'9" out of Chico State, making his second start of the summer and his 4th appearance. Just 7 innings so far this summer, 3 earned runs. And he starts with a 3-0 count. Goldpanners ran into problems against the Studs with leadoff walks, including to open up the ball game. Aranda trying to dodge that fate here today, and there's a strike. It's 3-1. Aranda working to Harrison Kaufman, third baseman, and number 7 for the Blackfins. Watched Harrison hit one off the roof of the house beyond the center field fence yesterday. A monster home run, but here he never has to take the bat off the shoulder. And it's a 5-pitch walk, and the leadoff man aboard for the Blackfins here in the first inning. Brings up Austin Santiago for Seattle. They have gone 4-1 here at the tournament. They were 2-1 in the round robin, but with the tiebreakers, they did not take the top seed. The Seattle Studs did. Aranda misses with his first pitch. It's 1-0 to Santiago, second baseman for the Blackfins, after the leadoff walk to Harrison Kaufman. Panners fell behind the Studs 4-0 in the first inning. Aranda misses again. It's 2-0. As head coach Mark Lindsay watches from in front of the Goldpanner dugout on the first base side, and already the bullpen will get to work for Fairbanks. And there's a strike. It's 2-1. Semi-final action. Winner plays the Studs at 1 p.m. today, and the loser's done for the tournament. Strike called. It's 2-2 from Aranda to Santiago. Catching for RJ is the newest catcher for the Goldpanners, Blake Hiraki, making his second appearance. And this one is hit a pop shot into foul territory, and is there room in the tree to make the catch? And unable to. It hit those branches as Harrison was trying to make the catch. And so still alive is Santiago with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Runner at first base, nobody out. Zion Williams will bat next, followed by Josiah O'Bannon. Batting fifth is Garen Glednil. Bryce Lindbergh will bat sixth. Jordan Singleton in the 7 spot. This one is grounded to third. Throw to second for 1. On to first. And a good pick by Pinal, digging it out of the dirt. And a 5-4-3 double play, just what the doctor ordered. And that's the way to erase a leadoff base runner. Good job by Aranda to induce Santiago into that ground ball double play. Now Zion Williams with the bases empty. And so the bullpen is quiet again for Fairbanks. Panners dropped that game to the Studs after falling behind 4-0 in the first. Studs loaded the bases, and with 2 outs and an 0-2 count, a grand slam home run. This one is lined up the middle, and it's snagged there by second baseman Milliken, who throws on to first. And the 4-3 putout ends the first. Good comeback for Aranda after the leadoff walk. No runs, no hits, none left on. Goldpanners coming to bat.
Of the first inning here this morning at James Donaldson Park. Taking the field for the visiting Seattle Blackfins. At first base, number 9, Garrett Gledhill. At second, number 16, Austin Santiago. Playing third base, number 7, Harrison Kaufman. At shortstop, number 1, Miles Iverson. Left field, number 24, Zion Williams. In center, number 42, Josiah O'Bannon. In right field, number 20, Bryce Lindbergh. The catcher is number 25, Jordan Singleton. And the starting pitcher this morning for the Seattle Blackfins is number 48, Caden Wetzel. Batting order for the Alaska Goldpanners starting off will be second baseman number 9, Caleb Milliken, followed by first baseman number 4, Matthew Penal. Then it's left fielder number 29, Brock Rudy. Batting cleanup will be designated hitter number 21, Rafael Flores. They'll be followed by shortstop number 6, Tate Shamal. Then third baseman number 12, Griffin Harrison. Catcher number 31, Blake Karaki. Center fielder number 33, Caden Clark. And rounding out the order, right fielder number 8, Dominic Hughes. Starting us off here in the bottom of the first, second baseman number 9, Caleb Milliken.
Goldpanners come to bat here, bottom of the first inning from the Grand Forks International. Garo Von Dane with you live. Danny Vaziri up early, producing and engineering morning baseball for you on Pannervision. Glad you're up with us, if you are. Strike called on Caleb Milliken for the Goldpanners. No score. Good work for R.J. Aranda in the top of the first inning to put up a 0. Grounded sharply right side, but snagged there by first baseman Glednell. And 1 up, 1 down for Caden Wetzel, starting pitcher for the Seattle Blackfins out of Shoreline, 6'3" left-hander.
First baseman number 4, Matthew Penal.
He's had a good summer so far, 1.35 earned run average. At school this year, 67 innings and a 2.0 ERA. Just about a strikeout per inning. And Matthew Penal lines this one to center field, but right at center fielder O'Bannon, and quickly 2 away for the Panners here in the first inning. Let's go through the rest of the Goldpanner batting order. Brock Rudy will step to the plate. Rafael Flores is the designated hitter in the cleanup spot. Tate Shamal batting 5th. Griffin Harrison in the 6th spot. Blake Hiraki will bat 7th. Caden Clark 8th. And Dominic Hughes 9th. No score, bottom of the first. 2 outs and nobody on. The Seattle Studs still enjoying their slumber. And they will face the winner of this game in the championship game. All day yesterday, all the discussion was what to do because it's supposed to rain all day. And Brock Rudy lines this one into right field for another base hit. Brock Rudy 8 for his last 17. And he gives the Goldpanners a 2-out base runner. The first hit off of starting pitcher Caden Wetzel. Yeah, it was supposed to rain all day today. It rained overnight, and this morning, power even went out briefly, which made for a very confusing morning when the clock said 12:30. But it is beautiful right now. Skies have cleared up. We're told it's supposed to rain again around 3. That's what one of the umpires said. Next game is scheduled to start at 1 p.m., depending on how long this one takes. 0-2 on Rafael Flores from Rio Hondo. Brock Rudy at first base with 2 away. And it's lined foul out of play. The Blackfins had to play 2 games yesterday under the sun. And they come right back here today, and we'll have to play 2 games today if they have hopes of winning the championship. This one is hit high into shallow left field. Zion Williams will come in and make the catch for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. We've played 1 inning from the Grand Forks International. It's semifinal day, and the Goldpanners and Blackfins tied at 0.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. This remains a scoreless ball game after 1 complete inning. Starting off the top of the second.
Garo Von Dane back here in Grand Forks. Some morning baseball for you, especially our friends in the 49th state at 9 a.m. start for all of you. Goldpanners and Seattle Blackfins in the semifinal. The winner takes on the Seattle Studs this afternoon. This one is line to left. That's going to be a base hit. And it's going to go all the way to the fence on one hop. And jogging into second base with a leadoff double is Josiah O'Bannon. The Blackfins have a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the second inning. Brings up Garen Glednil. First baseman for Seattle. Black jerseys with the teal numbers. Blackfins play in North Seattle. The newest team to the Pacific International League. And RJ Aranda will try to put up another 0 here in the second. He misses for ball 1. Seven innings this summer, 9 strikeouts, 9 hits, 3 walks. Walked 1 to open up the ball game today, but recovered nicely with a double play. And he starts behind 2-0 on Glednil with Bryce Lindbergh on deck. Top of the second inning. And this one's hit into left for a base hit. Runner will be held at third, and another base hit for Glednil. He has been excellent this year. And runners at the corners for the Blackfins with nobody out here in the second inning, and the bullpen will get started again for the Goldpanners as Aranda peers out into that Goldpanner bullpen. And Bryce Lindbergh will bat. Lindbergh a 300 hitter so far. Well, that's what he's batted here at the tournament. Seattle has hit the ball very well here in Grand Forks. They started the day batting .345 and have hit 4 home runs. Grounded to third. We'll go to second for 1, on to first, and take the double play, surrendering the run. But the second Blackfin induced into a double play ball by RJ Aranda. O'Bannon comes in to score, but now the base is empty. With 2 away here in the top of the second inning, brings up Jordan Singleton, Blackfin's catcher.
Jordan Singleton.
A right-hander beginning to throw for Fairbanks. You get to this part of the tournament and you're pretty thin on pitching. And the Studs in good shape, just sitting back. After defeating the Goldpanners, yeah, the Studs took that 4-zip lead on the grand slam in the first inning the other night. Panners fought back to tie it after 2 innings. It was a 4-4 game. The Studs played pretty mistake-free baseball, and the Goldpanners ran into problems second half of the game pitching-wise with some free passes and mistakes at key times. 4 leadoff walks in the game against the Studs, and they'll small ball you to death, and that's what they did again. 2 of those leadoff walks ended up scoring. Strike 3 called. First strikeout for Aranda. And again, a nice recovery here in the second, but the Blackfins do get on the board and lead it 1-0 after 1.5.
Blackfins scored 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. The right field tavern is now open for business.
Blackfins take a 1-0 lead in the top of the second inning, and Tate Shamal will try to start something for the Goldpanners as we head to the bottom of inning number 2. Under the sun here in Grand Forks. Breakfast in British Columbia. Goldpanners and Blackfins in a semifinal matchup. Winner will take on the Seattle Studs in a scheduled 1 p.m. start. We'll have that game for you if the Goldpanners defeat the Blackfins. And it's ball 1 to Tate Shamal. And he hits this one high down the right field line. Will it stay fair? And to the fence, and it's a foul ball. Some good power on that one from Shamal. He does not have a home run this year, but he gave that one a ride. It is a foul ball. So Shamal will step back with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Griffin Harrison on deck. Blake Hiraki will bat third here in the second inning. Goldpanners got 1 base hit in the first, a 2-out single for Brock Rudy. He was stranded there after the fly ball by Rafael Flores to shallow left. 2 balls and a strike. Caden Wetzel, the Shoreline left-hander. That one's fouled off the netting. Tim Hortons across the street was busy this morning with baseball fans. The turnout last night was huge here. Biggest crowd seen yet. It was packed here. And it's ball 4 to Shamal. And so a leadoff walk earned by Tate Shamal and the Goldpanners. And now Caden Wetzel will have to worry about a base runner with nobody out. Here's Griffin Harrison for Fairbanks. Harrison, the freshman from Sacramento State. Griff batting .241 this summer, and he skies this one into left. And it will be center fielder O'Bannon making the catch to take care of Harrison. And 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning brings up Blake Hiraki, Goldpanner catcher today, number 31 out of Hawaii.
Catcher number 31, Blake Hiraki.
We will head for Seattle tomorrow. There goes the runner, and it's lined into center field, and that will drop for a base hit, and Shamal around second on his way to third, and will get there with Gold at the corners. Now, Shamal had a good read on that one and was right by second base when that ball hit the grass, so he easily makes it over to third on the single by Hiraki. Second hit of the game for the Goldpanners, and Gold at the corners now with 1 out for Caden Clark.
Center fielder number 33,
Clark, the freshman from Dixie State, batting just .128 this summer. Did have a 3-hit game here in Grand Forks, but just 6 hits on the season. And this would be a good time for number 7. The 1-strike pitch, and he fouls this one off of catcher Singleton. And Clark in the hole here, 0-2. After Clark will be Dominic Hughes. And he hits it high into right field. Drifting back underneath it is Lindbergh. He will make the catch. Shamal will tag from third. And I don't think he touched the plate. Oh, they're saying he blocked the plate. So Shamal is safe. That was a strange play. As everybody stayed up, I don't think Shamal touched the plate, but it's beside the point because the home plate umpire said that Singleton was blocking the plate, which he appeared to be doing. So, sacrifice fly RBI for Caden Clark. And we are tied at 1. So good work for Clark bringing the run in. Hiraki winds up at second on the throw home. And now Dominic Hughes can give the Goldpanners the lead potentially. Sophomore from Kansas State takes ball 1 from Caden Wetzel. Dom has had a good GFI. 5 for 9, 4 runs scored. And he takes a strike here. 1-1 on Hughes. With a runner at second, 1 run is in. We are tied at 1 here in the bottom of inning number 2. Caden Wetzel readies and delivers. Outside for a ball. After Hughes, top of the order, Caleb Milliken. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Big sweeping breaking ball from Caden Wetzel, the left-hander for the Seattle Blackfins, who threw 6 innings earlier in the tournament. And Hughes reaches down and pops this one up high into left field, and underneath it is Williams. He will make the catch for out number 3. That's it for the Goldpanners, but they tie the game at 1. RBI sac fly for Caden Clark. 1-1 headed to the third.
In the bottom of the second inning, 1 run scored on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. As we head into the third, the game is tied 1 apiece.
Memories of the NBC World Series in Wichita, Kansas. These morning baseball games. And here we are with a 10 a.m. start. And Goldpanners and Seattle Blackfins in a semifinal game here at the Grand Forks International. Good work for R.J. Aranda. 2 innings, gives up just the 1 run. And he makes way now for Andrew Trotman. Andrew Trotman into the game to start the 3rd inning. Trotman, the Fairbanks native, who will be playing in Texas this fall. One ball game as we start the 3rd under sunny skies here in Grand Forks. What a surprise. After all the talk yesterday about what was going to happen in this tournament if it rained like it was supposed to. Yesterday it said 100% chance of rain. And it did rain this morning, but it's gorgeous right now, and it's supposed to rain again later this afternoon. And hopefully we can get 1, maybe 2 games in. 2 balls and no strikes. Trotman starts. To Cole Kennison, the designated hitter for the Blackfins in the 8th spot. He'll be followed by Miles Iverson And then top of the order, Harrison Kaufman. Trotman starts behind 3-0. Deals a strike. .63 right-handed pitcher for the Goldpanners. He's pitched a lot this summer, and he deals a leadoff walk here in the third inning. The Blackfins have gotten the leadoff runner aboard in all 3 innings so far. And again, the Panners with leadoff walks today. 4 of those against the Studs, and now a couple here over the first 3 innings.
Number 1, shortstop Miles Iverson.
Shortstop Miles Iverson in the 9 spot faces Trotman now. So just 2 innings for R.J. Aranda. Gives up 1 run on 2 base hits. Struck out 1, walked 1. And got Blackfins to hit into 2 double plays. Nothing in 1 here on Iverson. Way outside. Ball and a strike. Throw to first base, runner back safely. Trotman making his 9th appearance. He's thrown 19 2/3 so far this summer, giving up 5 runs on 14 hits. 16 strikeouts to just 5 walks, but he walked the first batter he faced here in the 3rd inning. And he deals a strike to Miles Iverson. 1-2 runner at first base. Let's see if Trotman can induce the Blackfins into some double plays here. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Trotman. He K's Iverson. 1 away. We go to Harrison Kaufman. Top of the order. Did not have to take the bat off the shoulders in his first plate appearance. Drew a 5-pitch walk. But he was erased on a 5-4-3 double play. Hit that monster home run yesterday over the big fence in right center onto the roof. And that little green house over there. Upstairs from Trotman. 2-0. After Kaufman is Santiago. Panners wearing their black jerseys today. Fouled off the netting. The red letters and the snow-capped Alaska script. Those red caps with the star and 49. Good morning, Chris Carlson. Two balls and 2 strikes. 1 away. And Kennison at first base after the walk, and he takes off for second. The ball is fouled out of play. Got a big jump. But Kaufman fouled it off. A wild, festive crowd here last night. Most of them have not returned yet today. And it's outside for a ball. So Panners will spend the night here and then head for Spokane in the morning. Take the short flight to Seattle. There goes the runner. It's fouled back just over our heads. Three and 2 now, Trotman. Trying to finish off Kaufman. The runner's been going on the last couple of pitches. And will again here on a 3-2. No, he does not go, and a swing and a miss. A slider gets Kaufman back-to-back strikeouts for Andrew Trotman, brings up Austin Santiago.
Next up is second baseman number 16, Austin Santiago.
Head coach Mark Lindsay piecing together his pitching staff for this final day. Not a lot of arms on this staff. And I just mean roster-wise. So Mark's got his work cut out for him today to try and mix and match. See who's got an inning left or two. Lined right past Trotman into center field, a base hit for Santiago. So 2 aboard now with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Zion Williams. Williams grounded out to second in his first plate appearance. Zion took part in that home run derby a few nights ago.
Here's left fielder number 24, Zion Williams.
He is batting .450 here at the tournament. Couple of doubles. And he hits this one off the glove of Harrison. Griff was able to dive over there and get leather on it on one hop. Not able to make the play, but he keeps it in the infield. And the bases are loaded now for the Seattle Blackfins. A walk and a couple of base hits. And now Josiah O'Bannon
Number 42,
doubled and scored in the second inning.
O'Bannon.
And he's got a chance to put the Blackfins back in front here. 1-1 game, top of the third. Trotman with the bases full and 2 away. Gets a strike. An unusual delivery for the Fairbanks native Andrew Trotman. Andrew has struck out 2 in the inning. And this one is hit high and deep to left, and forget about it. The big bat flip, a grand slam home run. Can you believe it? The Panners give up grand slams in back-to-back games, and they both come with 2 outs. 5-1, Blackfins in front. Josiah O'Bannon with the grand slam home run. He's already scored twice today and has 2 hits for extra bases. Brock Rudy just turned and watched in left field. And the Blackfins are fired up with a 5-1 lead. And again, the inning with the grand slam starts with a leadoff walk and ends with a 2-out bomb.
First baseman number 9, Garrett Gledhill.
And so the Panners will have to dig out of another hole. Those are the first 2 grand slams the Goldpanners have given up this summer. And they come in back-to-back games here at the Grand Forks International. Panners came back to tie the Studs after the grand slam. But the Studs pulled away late. And that's why the Goldpanners are playing in this morning game, trying to earn a rematch with the Studs. And the cleanup hitter, Josiah O'Bannon, with a grand slam, and the inning continues with a base hit to right by Gledhill. 4 hits in the inning, and the bullpen will get working for Fairbanks. Home plate umpire had to take a quick walk, and he's back.
Right fielder
And Trotman will work
Bryce Lindbergh.
to Bryce Lindbergh, the 8th batter of the inning. Swing and a miss. "5-1 Seattle here in the 3rd inning. A right-hander starts to throw in the pen for the Goldpanners. Line to center field, a base hit. Cut off by the center fielder Clark. And runners at first and second. Jordan Singleton will be the 9th batter of the inning. It started with a leadoff walk. Then Trotman struck out the next 2 batters. But then single by Santiago, single by Williams to load the bases, and O'Bannon with the grand slam to left. And now a couple of more singles, and there are 2 on and still 2 out. 5 straight hits for the Seattle Blackfins. And Trotman's going to continue after some words of encouragement from head coach Mark Lindsay. Trotman threw 4 innings against the Studs a couple nights ago.
Catcher number 25, Jordan Singleton.
He also threw against the Redmond Dudes, 3 innings. This will drop into center field for a base hit. Heading around third is Glednell. He will score. 6-1 Seattle, and 6 consecutive hits. RBI single for Jordan Singleton. And the Blackfins just keep coming.
Designated hitter number 33, Cole Kennison.
Here's Cole Kennison, who started this inning with the leadoff walk. And he bats for the 2nd time here in the 3rd inning. Almost hit him. He dances out of the way of it. A 5-run lead for Seattle here in the 3rd. Already a lot to dig out of. Trotman's got to put a stop to this inning here. But he falls behind 2-0 on Kennison. 3-0. Chopper towards second. Dropped. Everybody's safe. It was going to be a tough play for Milliken. He charged it, and he couldn't hang on to it. So Kennison reaches, and the 11th batter of the inning. But first, Mark Lindsay's going to make a move. That's all for Andrew Trotman. Back to Grand Forks in a moment. It's 6-1 Blackfins, and they have him loaded with 2 outs.
New pitcher coming in for the Alaska Goldpanners, number 7, Ian Torpy.
New pitcher into the game for Fairbanks is number 7, Ian Torpy. Ian Torpy takes the hill for the Goldpanners. And he will face the 11th batter of the inning, Miles Iverson. 6 consecutive hits and then an error. And the bases are full. 5 runs already have come across here in the third, and Ian Torpy trying to give the Goldpanners a much-needed third out. Miles Iverson struck out swinging earlier this inning. He gets a base hit here, and Panners are going to need a miracle. Two balls and no strikes. Checked his swing, takes a strike from Torpy. Big pitch coming up here from Ian on a 2-ball, 1-strike count to the number 9 spot, Miles Iverson. Gets the strike call, 2-2. Might have been high. But Joe Mallinson put up the right finger for strike 2. 2-2 pitch with the bases full and 2 away. Torpy thought he had strike 3, but it's ball 3, so a huge pitch here with the bases loaded, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he misses downstairs for ball 4. 7-1, Blackfins. A bases loaded walk for Iverson, and now you go to the top of the order. And the 12th batter of the inning. 8 straight have reached for Seattle. That one up at the head of Kaufman, who spins out of the way. Blackfins have hit the ball all over the place in this tournament and here this morning. Two and 0. Ian Torpy already the 3rd pitcher for Fairbanks out of northern Colorado. Check swing for a strike. It's 2-1. Blackfins still have them loaded. 2 walks in the inning. And 6 hits. An error as well. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Torpy readies, delivers. Called strike 3, and the inning finally comes to a close. The Blackfins score 6 runs on 6 base hits. The big shot, a Josiah O'Bannon grand slam home run. It's 7-1 Blackfins headed to the bottom of the 3rd.
1 error and 3 left on base. The score going into the bottom of the 3rd is the Seattle Blackfins 7, Alaska Goldpanners 1.
Goldpanners head back to work offensively and find themselves in a 6-run hole here in the bottom of the third. Garrett Von Dane with you live under sunny skies here in beautiful Grand Forks, British Columbia. A Sunday morning here in BC. Caleb Milliken leading off for the Goldpanners at the top of the order. Panners hope to chip back away and have a response for that 6-run third inning for the Seattle Blackfins. Grounder towards short. Throw to first base is not in time. And Milliken hustles it out for an infield hit. Iverson had to sit back and field that on 3 hops. And Milliken, turning on the jets up the first base line, gets in safely. Leadoff man aboard for the Goldpanners. That'll bring up Matthew Penal. Even just 1 run in the inning, something positive offensively to shake off that top of the third where things fell apart. Second consecutive game, the Goldpanners give up a grand slam. Six straight hits in the top of the third inning for Seattle. And you're not going to shut them out the rest of the way. So you're going to need more than 6. So no time like the present here in the third to get some offense going. Matthew Penal has had a great summer at the plate. He fouls that one back and out of play. Long Beach College out of Southgate, California, 6'2". Runner goes, and this one is smacked into center field and going back. It's over his head, and it's going to one-hop the wall in center field. Penal with a deep shot that will score Milliken. Penal on his way to third and will slide in safely. A triple for Matthew Penal. Drives in the second Goldpanner run of the game, and here comes Fairbanks. 2 straight hits, and the Panners back on the board.
Now batting number 29, left fielder, Brock Rudy.
And so the Goldpanners letting Seattle know that they're not going away. And here's Brock Rudy, already 1 for 1. Calls time. And Caden Wetzel throws a pitch anyway. Rudy hits this one into shallow left for a base hit, and that'll score Penal. Brock's 2 for 2. And the crowd cheering as well as they want to see a good game.
Next up, designated hitter number 21, Rafael Flores.
7-3. Rafael Flores flew out to left in his first at bat. 3 straight hits now for Fairbanks. And nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Flores with Shamau in the on-deck circle. This one is hit deep to right center field, going back to the fence and watching it sail over the fence is the center fielder O'Bannon. A 2-run home run for Rafael Flores. And the Panners are back to within 2 and still nobody out. Fist bumps, helmet taps, and Brock Rudy has some words for the Seattle dugout. Rafael Flores with a home run over the center field fence. 4 straight hits, and the Goldpanners right back in it. We're getting some morning offense here. 12 runs on the board, and we're in the bottom of the third. Tate Shamau calls time. Both dugouts vocal this morning. They're into it. Yeah, this is a Panther dugout that is pretty steady, quiet, composed. They're fired up here. This one's grounded to second. On to first in time to get Shamau. It's the first out of the inning. And I'll bring up Griffin Harrison. Nobody throwing in the Blackfins bullpen, if you're wondering.
Now batting number 12, third baseman Griffin Harrison.
Harrison flew out to center in his first at bat. Home plate umpire disappears again and now makes his way back. I don't know where he's going. Crushed to left, but foul. Hiraki on deck. Outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Goldpanners coached by first-year head coach, second-year coach Mark Lindsay out of Chico State. Hit down the left field line, but that one hooks foul. And Harrison appears to have a good read on Caden Wetzel. Can he straighten one out? Time is called, and Harrison steps back in. In the dirt, and it hit him. So he'll take his base, hit with 2 strikes. And a lot of barking going on between these two teams. How about the start to this game? Conference on the mound. So after a scoreless first, the Blackfins take a 1-0 lead top of the second. Panthers tied at bottom of the second. Then Seattle sends 12 batters to the plate in the third. A grand slam home run, 6 consecutive hits. They take a 7-1 lead. Then the Goldpanners, 4 straight hits to open up the bottom of the third, including a 2-run home run for Rafael Flores. And it's a 7-5 game. Now 1 out. Harrison at first base. Blake Hiraki 1 for 1. Checks his swing. It's a strike. Conference on the mound, but still nobody throwing in the Blackfins bullpen. It's a tough dance today. You didn't need to win this game, obviously, or you go home. And this one is slapped into right for a base hit by Hiraki. On his way to third is Harrison. And Gold at the corners. And now Caden Clark, the batter. Seven hits for Fairbanks in the game. Yeah, it's a tough thing as a coach trying to figure out how you're going to win 2 games today and manage your extended pitching staff. And again, this is game number 6 here at the tournament for the Seattle Blackfins. They sent one of their best pitchers to the mound here in this game. The Panthers are jumping all over him here in the third. Caden Clark with Gold at first and third, got a sac fly, RBI his last time up. Sac fly would bring the Panthers to within 1. The base hit could do even more damage. A lively morning game here in Grand Forks between the Goldpanners and Seattle Blackfins. The studs await the winner. Lined into center field, a base hit for Caden Clark, and the Goldpanners get within 1. Gotta feel good for Caden. Couple RBIs in the game as Harrison scores. Hiraki goes to second on the play. 6 hits in the bottom of the third for the Goldpanners. And still just 1 out. Dominic Hughes will stand in. Hughes flew out to left in his first at bat.
Number 8, Dominic Hughes.
We got a wild one here at the GFI. Hughes takes a strike call. Caleb Milliken is on deck. He started the inning with an infield hit. Gold at first and second with 1 away. Down low for a ball. And now the bullpen will get started for Seattle. The other Seattle team, the Studs, sitting back at the hotel watching Panavision. Wondering who they're going to face. A few minutes ago, might have thought it was a done deal. And we got a brand new game. Dominic Hughes with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Second-year Goldpanner, Dom Hughes. Fouls one off. A busy third inning for the starting pitcher, left-hander Caden Wetzel from Shoreline. One and two. Hughes digs back in, 2 aboard and 1 out. Upstairs for ball 2. Wetzel, a 1.35 earned run average this summer. Way up and off the glove of catcher Singleton, and everybody moves up a base. That keeps the Panners out of the force out and double play. And Hughes now with a 3-ball, 2-strike count. The wild pitch moves runners to second and third, a base hit. Now probably gives the Goldpanners the lead. They trail it by 1. And the 3-2 pitch to Hughes, he hits one high into shallow right field. Lindbergh moves in, will make the catch. A runner will tag from third and bluff as the throw is pretty darn good. That right fielder, Lindbergh, really showed off his arm yesterday. Made some amazing throws over to third and home. And the Panners are well aware of the arm he has in right. So Hughes unable to drive in the run with a sac fly. And it's up to Caleb Milliken with 2 away. Milliken, a 1-hopper towards second, the throw to first. Oh, they call him out at first base. A bang-bang play. Game would have been tied. Instead, it's a 7-6 game. The Goldpanners with a big response. They put up 5 here in the third inning, and the Blackfins lead it by 1, headed to inning number 4.
In the bottom of the third inning, 5 runs scored on 5 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base, and the score after 3 complete. The Seattle Blackfins 7, Alaska Goldpanners 6. leadoff batter in the top of the fourth inning for the Blackfins, second baseman number 16, Austin Santiago.
Austin Santiago leads off for Seattle against Ian Torpy. Second inning of work for Torps. And it's a ball and a strike after the swing and a miss. Santiago 1 for 2, singled and scored in that top of the third inning for the Blackfins. This one is hit high into right field, and Dominic Hughes, drifting towards center, will make the catch. And for the first time in the game, leadoff batter retired for the Blackfins. Brings up Zion Williams. (7-6) lead for the Blackfins here in Grand Forks. Semifinal game winner will take on the Seattle Studs in the championship. That pitch hits Zion Williams. So with one out, Williams takes his base. And that'll bring up O'Bannon. What a start to this game for Josiah. 2 for 2 with a double, a run scored, and in the third inning, a grand slam over the left field fence. Takes a strike. Nothing in 2. Batting .313 here at the tournament, but 2 for 2 today. And lines that one foul. Nothing in 2, Torpy in front of him. Crazy game so far. What are we in for the next 6 innings? Big breaking ball gets him swinging from Torpy. And O'Bannon is down on strikes. 2 away for Garen Glednil, first baseman for the Blackfins. Will stand in here against Ian Torpy. Torpy, the third pitcher of the game after R.J. Aranda and Andrew Tropman. Troutman, 2/3 of an inning, 6 runs. Nothing in 1 from Torpy to Glednil. There goes the runner, and Ian will throw to second base. They have him picked off. The shortstop Shamau throws to first, and Pinal will tag him out. Final out of the inning. Ian Torpy puts up a 0 here in the 4th. The Panners trail by 1.
In the top of the 4th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. The score remains Blackfins 7, Goldpanners 6 as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Leadoff batter for the Goldpanners, first baseman number 4, Matthew Penal.
Matthew Penal leads off for Fairbanks, bottom of the 4th inning, and pops one up in foul territory and waiting for it under the sun. And making the catch is the third baseman Kaufman. One pitch to get rid of Penal here in the 4th inning as Caden Wetzel, starting pitcher, continues here in inning number 4 after running into problems in the 3rd, but he takes care of Penal on one pitch, and that'll bring up Brock Rudy. Rudy 2 for 2, a couple of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Panners trailing 7-6. It takes upstairs. Wetzel, 6 runs allowed on 8 base hits. He has walked one, he's hit one batter. Gave up a 2-run home run to Rafael Flores in the 3rd. That one almost hits Brock. 2 balls and a strike. Rudy from the University of Utah. Base hit to right. Rudy 3 for 3 in the game. Running out of adjectives for Brock Rudy. Here's Rafael Flores. 1 for 2, hit that 2-run home run.
Designated hitter number 21, Rafael Flores.
Flores started the day batting .339. 3rd home run of the year. Last inning. Pops this one up foul territory, right side, and he makes the catch next to the fence. Runner tags up and will go to second. Nice catch, though, running away from home plate. The first baseman, Glednell. Rudy tags and goes to second base, but a couple of pop-up outs here in the 4th. Tough play for Glednell. But he makes the catch, and now Tate Shamau will try to tie the game. Clearly, the Blackfins want to get as much as they can out of Caden Wetzel, with potentially 2 games today. And this already game number 6 at the tournament. Panners have already used 3 pitchers and will probably go to pitcher number 4 very soon. Fouled out of play by Shamau, the soon-to-be freshman at Southern Cal. Shamau batting .298 this summer. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second. And Shamau grounds this one right side. Glednell will get to it, but Wetzel doesn't get to the bag in time. The throw is off the mark, and the run scores as Rudy touches home. Well, Wetzel got the ground ball to first, but he forgot to run and cover the bag. Well, Shamau gets the job done. And Rudy comes all the way in from second to score the tying run. It's an error, but I don't know who they're going to charge it to. Probably the first baseman.
Third baseman number 12.
I mean, there was no reason to throw that baseball because Wetzel wasn't going to beat the runner to the bag. Griffin Harrison. The Panners come all the way back to tie for the 2nd consecutive game. And they've got Shamau picked off. He takes off for second, and the throw is going to get Shamau. Pickoff goes 1, 3, 6, and that ends the 4th inning. But the Panners tie the game It's 7-7, headed to the fifth.
In the bottom of the fourth, 1 run scored on 2 hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. The score is tied 7 apiece going into the 5th inning.
Top of the 5th inning from the Grand Forks International and the Seattle Blackfins and Alaska Goldpanners here in the semifinal game. Tied at 7. The scoreboard operator has yet to change it to the 5th inning, but we know it's the 5th. First pitch is fouled out of play off the bat of Garen Gledmill, first baseman for the Seattle Blackfins. New pitcher into the game for the Goldpanners, and it's number 16, Nolan Meredith. Nolan Meredith, the junior from UC Davis, 5'10" right-hander out of Atascadero, California. Meredith making his 5th appearance. Has thrown 17 innings this summer, giving up 10 runs. That's on 20 hits. 12 strikeouts, 6 walks. The 4th pitcher for the Goldpanners today as we start the 5th inning. For the 2nd consecutive game, the Goldpanners give up a grand slam, fall behind, and come all the way back. They fell behind the Studs 4-0. 2 innings later, it was tied. They fall behind the Blackfins 7-1 here today, and we're even at 7 apiece now in the 5th. Popped high, and this one will get out of play. Sounded like that foul ball found a car. Beautiful Grand Forks, British Columbia, on championship weekend here in the 38th annual GFI. A few years ago, we were coming down and playing in this tournament and then heading up the road to Kamloops for that international baseball tournament that has been going on for a long, long time. But that is now done. No more Kamloops International Baseball Tournament. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Meredith strikes out Glednell to open up the 5th inning.
Next up is right fielder number 20, Bryce.
Good work for Ian Torpy. Inning in a third, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, and a couple of strikeouts. Ball and no strikes, Meredith. To Bryce Lindbergh, who's 1 for 2, singled and scored in that 6-run third for the Blackfins. Both dugouts have quieted down a little bit now after a spirited 3rd inning. Strike called. The Studs await the winner in the championship game. Big money on the line. Grounded to short. Shamal on a couple of hops. On to first base. 2 up and 2 down here in the 5th inning. And after the 6 consecutive hits in the 3rd for the Blackfins, they do not have a hit since. Now 3 straight retired. And we go to Jordan Singleton, Blackfins catcher. Swing and a miss. Some of you in Fairbanks just waking up and tuning into Panavision, you've missed quite a game already. 7-7 in the top of the 5th. A grand slam for Josiah O'Bannon for the Blackfins. A 2-run home run for Rafael Flores. Brock Rudy is 3 for 3 in the game with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Caden Clark, a couple of RBIs for Fairbanks. And Nolan Meredith is the 4th pitcher for the Goldpanners. Two outs, base is empty, and an 0-2 count on Singleton. Meredith deals one up and away for ball 1. Should Singleton reach, it would be Cole Kennison. Garrow Von Dane here in Grand Forks. Grounded towards 3rd. Up and throwing is Harrison. On the money, a 1-2-3 5th for Nolan Meredith. We're tied at 7.
3 up, 3 down, retires the side. Would Cody Gillis please check in at guest relations? Cody Gillis to guest relations, please. The Bullpen Barbecue is open for lunch. The menu today, pulled pork. You place your order at the Right Field Tavern and then proceed in behind the building to the Bullpen Barbecue. Pulled pork for lunch today. And folks, a bank card has been found and turned in at guest relations. If you are missing your bank card, check in with guest relations.
Goldpanners and Seattle Blackfins here in the Grand Forks International semifinal game. The winner will take on the Seattle Studs, scheduled for a 1 o'clock start, depending on how long this game goes. Panners and Blackfins here, entertaining the fans in Grand Forks in some morning baseball on a Sunday. Garo Von Dane with you live. Danny Vaziri producing and engineering. And out for his 5th inning of work, starting pitcher Caden Wetzel for the Blackfins. He has allowed 7 Goldpanner runs. On 9 base hits. 1 of those runs unearned. He's in front here, 0-2 on Griffin Harrison. Harrison was at the plate when Tate Shamau was picked off to end the 4th inning. And finally the scoreboard says it's the 5th inning. And I can stop wondering if I'm crazy, at least for a few moments. Here's the 0-2. Down and in for ball 1. Harrison 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch and scored in that 5-run 3rd inning for the Goldpanners. Panners have at least a base hit in each inning so far. Harrison trying to find his way on. Swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Big breaking ball from Wetzel. And Harrison is out number 1. We'll bring up Blake Hiraki and then Caden Clark. Hiraki's 2 for 2 in the game.
Catcher number 31, Blake Hiraki.
This is down and in. No idea who is scheduled to start game 2 should the Goldpanners win this one. And probably right now, even head coach Mark Lindsay doesn't know. Who knows? Well, it depends on how things shake out here in the semifinal game. We're midway through. Outside for a ball. It's 2-1 on Blake Hiraki. Hits this one into right center, but it hangs up. And Lindbergh's able to make the catch. Just hung in the air too long, and Hiraki is out number 2. And that will bring up Caden Clark, who's had a good day at the plate with a sac fly and a base hit, a couple of runs driven in. Officially 1 for 1. Caden out of Dixie State in Tooele, Utah. In a tie game here with 2 outs and the base is empty. Two balls and no strikes to Clark with Hughes on deck. Line to left, a base hit. A 2 for 2 day so far for Caden Clark. Boy, and you get his bat going. And this already strong lineup for the Goldpanners just reaches a whole nother level. And here's Dominic Hughes, 0 for 2 today, and he's had a good tournament. 5 for 11 now, 4 runs. And he hits this one deep to right field. Back it goes. Back it goes. Dominic Hughes goes yard. A 2-run shot with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And the Panners have their first lead of the game on the first home run of the year for Dominic Hughes. 9-7 Goldpanners. What a wild game here in Grand Forks. High fives all around for number 8. Can you believe it? The Panners trailed this game 7-1 and now lead it 9-7. Big smile from Jake Taylor over in the first base box, Goldpanner assistant coach. And helmet taps all around for Dom Hughes. What a wild game here in the morning. Panners woke up sharp, had their bats ready. This one's grounded to short. And on to first base. Iverson to Gledmill. Takes care of Milliken and the Goldpanners. But Dominic Hughes, a 2-run home run with 2 outs, has given the Goldpanners a 9-7 lead.
No one left on base. As we head into the 6th inning, the Goldpanners now lead the Blackfins 9-7.
What a ball game here in Grand Forks, this semifinal. Winner will take on the Seattle Studs in the 1 p.m. game. At least that's when it's scheduled for. Goldpanners leading 9-7 as we go to the 6th. Nolan Meredith, second inning of work on the mound for Fairbanks. Working here to Cole Kennison, the designated hitter, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And Meredith in front here, 0-2. Called strike 3, a 3-pitch strikeout of Kennison. Meredith 4 up and 4 down. Second strikeout for Nolan, and brings up Miles Iverson. And the Blackfins have to be wondering, why does the pitching staff seem to keep getting better today for the Goldpanners? Line to right. This one's carrying back. And this one is off the fence. A base hit into the corner. Hughes still looking for it. Finally gets to it. And into second base with a stand-up double is Miles Iverson out of the 9 spot. So the Blackfins not done yet either. That's their first base hit since the 3rd. And the first one off of Nolan Meredith, the right-hander from UC Davis. We go to the top of the order for Harrison Kaufman. 0 for 2 with a walk and a couple of strikeouts. Still the first time through the order for Meredith. Goldpanners leading 9-7. A 2-run home run for Dominic Hughes in the bottom of the 5th. The Panners have their first lead of the game. Come all the way back from a 6-run deficit with 8 unanswered. And the bullpen goes to work for the Goldpanners. 1-strike pitch down low. Blake Hiraki Just his second game behind the dish, and he's had to call a game already for 4 different pitchers. Crash course. Strike called. 1-2. 1 out and a runner at second base. Meredith checks the runner, comes home. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Kaufman, who's gone down 3 times by way of strikeout. And brings up Austin Santiago with 2 away.
Second baseman number 16, Austin Santiago.
1 for 3, singled and scored in that big 3rd inning. And he hits this one up high into shallow center field, a long run, and it's going to land between the Panther fielders, and all the way around to score comes Iverson on a seeing eye bloop into shallow center off the bat of Austin Santiago. A break for the Fins, and they're back within 1. A huge 2-out RBI for Santiago. That breaks a stretch of 8 unanswered for Fairbanks. And that only scores the run because there's 2 outs. Moving on contact was Iverson. And now Zion Williams will try to keep it going for Seattle. Line to left, a base hit.
Left fielder number 24, Zion.
And now you got to face Josiah O'Bannon, who's already had a monster day with a home run, a grand slam in the 3rd inning, doubled and scored in the 2nd. Struck out his last time up, and here comes head coach Mark Lindsay, also operates as the pitching coach for the Goldpanners. Mark, the pitching coach at Chico State in California, and he just comes out, has some encouragement for his right-hander Nolan Meredith and the infielders with their assignments squared away. Take a breath. And Meredith goes back to work with 2 on and 2 outs. The Blackfins have done a lot of damage with 2 outs today. And now the big bat O'Bannon out of the cleanup spot takes a strike. (9-8) here in the top of the 6th. Panners lead now just 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. After O'Bannon is Glednell. Swing and a miss. Meredith a strike away from putting a stop to this 6th inning. One and 2. Ooh, smack to right, foul. Stays 1 and 2 on O'Bannon, who struck out swinging his last time up. That was against Ian Torpy. Now facing Nolan Meredith, the 9th batter faced for Nolan. Oh, just high, and it's 2 and 2. Dangerous pitch too. You don't want to hang him to O'Bannon. And the 2-2 with 2 away. pop back off the netting. O'Bannon trying to tie this game maybe more. A right-hander throws in the pen for Fairbanks. And another 2-2 here from Meredith. Grounded to short, and it's off the glove of Shamau into center field. Runner will be waved around third. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it is not in time. We are tied here in the 6th. O'Bannon hit one to Shamau, and Shamau could not make the play. A hard hit grounder to short. And the E6 allows the Blackfins to tie. Some big breaks for the Blackfins here in the 6th inning. The little bloop into shallow center that eluded Goldpanner outfielders. And now the error brings in another run.
First baseman number 9, Garrett Gledhill.
And Meredith will now have to work to Garen Gledhill. Popped up left side, foul territory, long run. It's going to be out of reach. Gledhill 2 for 3 rather. A couple of singles and a run scored. "11 hits so far for the Blackfins. And we are tied at 9 here in the 6th inning.
It's last call on the grandstand for 50-50 tickets. If you want to get your 50-50 tickets for this game, now's the time to do it.
A lot of damage done today by the Blackfins with 2 outs. Almost all of it. Line to center field. This will drop in front of Clark. Runner will be waved around third, and he will slide in safely. Clark put it on the money, just not in time to get the speedy Williams. And the Blackfins are back in front, 10-9, again, all with 2 outs. And here comes head coach Mark Lindsay. RBI single for Gledhill. And Seattle has the lead again in a crazy game here in Grand Forks. Pitching change coming up when we return.
New pitcher for the Alaska Goldpanners, number 36. Steven Vasquez.
New pitcher into the game for Fairbanks is number 36, Steven Vasquez. Steven Vasquez out of Mount Sac, sophomore right-hander from Upland, California. Now faces Bryce Lindbergh. The Seattle Blackfins have scored 3 runs, all with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And that's it for Nolan Meredith. Now it's all up to Steven Vasquez. He should be fresh, has not pitched yet here in Grand Forks. Gets a swing and a miss, 1-1. Line to right at Dominic Hughes for out number 3. And the top of the 6th finally comes to a close, but the Blackfins score 3 runs on 4 base hits and an error. They have regained the lead 10-9.
There was 1 error and 2 left on base. And going into the bottom of the 6th inning, the Blackfins are ahead 10-9 over the Alaska Goldpanners. Just a reminder that the winner of this game will play against the Seattle Studs in our 1 o'clock game, our championship game this afternoon. New pitcher in for the Seattle Blackfins, number 3, Robley Corsi.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Goldpanners back behind now, 10-9. The Blackfins pick up 3 in the top of the 6th, and now we'll look to new pitcher, Robley Corsi. Robley Corsi, number 3, the right-hander for the Blackfins. Matthew Pinal grounds one right off of Corsi. It bounces towards second. It's bobbled there, and Pinal is safe at first base. A rocket bouncer off the bat of Matthew Pinal. Now they're going to come check on Corsi. But the leadoff man aboard for Fairbanks as the Goldpanners go right back to work here in the bottom of the 6th. Pinal, his 2nd hit of the day. And they're going to tend to Corsi right now and allow him to throw a few warm-up pitches, and then he will have to face Brock Rudy, who's 3 for 3 today. I don't know whether to call this pitcher Chorus or Corsi. On the roster, it says Chorus. on the lineup sheet from the head coach, it says Corsi. On the stat board online, it says Chorus. So what do we go with, Chorus or Corsi? I guess we'll go with Chorus. How about that? Let's go with Chorus. Sounds fun. What's your vote, Danny? Well, yeah. Well, upstairs they've been wrong about it. Just about everything. Swing and a miss from Brock Rudy as Chorus goes back to work. Seems to be all right after taking that hot shot off the bat of Matthew Pinal. Pinal at first base, nobody out. And it's 0-1 on Brock Rudy. 3 for 3, all singles, an RBI, and a couple of runs scored. Takes up and away for a ball. Chorus threw an inning and 2/3 here at the tournament, giving up 3 runs. He walked 2, surrendered 2 base hits. Two and 1. Brock Rudy began the day batting .379. He is 10 for his last 19. Up high, ball 3. Runner at first, and nobody out. The 3-1 pitch to Rudy. Smokes one towards second. 4, 6, 3, double play. Wow, huge pitch for Chorus. He was behind the hottest hitter on the Goldpanners, 3-1. A runner at first, nobody out, and he gets the double play ball.
Number 21, Rafael Flores.
Just like that, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Rafael Flores will stand in. 1 for 3, a 2-run home run. Flores takes a strike. It's 10-9. The Seattle Blackfins lead the Goldpanners here in the semifinal at the Grand Forks International 38th Annual. And the first after a 2-year hiatus due to the pandemic. James Donaldson Stadium. Glad to have you with us here on Panavision. Follow the Goldpanners here on Panavision all summer long. Remember to click the subscribe button on your page if you haven't already. And follow us on Twitter, @RealGoldpanners. Flores swings and misses for strike 3. And what a recovery for Chorus. The Blackfins in front 10-9 through 6.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base.
Grand Forks International semifinal game here, the only semifinal game.
Seventh inning for the Seattle Blackfins, catcher number 25,
Goldpanners
Jordan Singleton.
Trailing the Seattle Blackfins 10-9 in a wild morning game here on a Sunday in British Columbia. James Donaldson Stadium, the natural surface here. We thought we were going to be faced with rain all day. It has been beautiful for this game. Still a strong chance of rain later at some point during the championship game, but we'll see. Steven Vasquez out for a second inning of work. Faced one batter in the 6th inning, got a liner right at Dominic Hughes. Jordan Singleton, then Cole Kennison and Miles Iverson, 7, 8, and 9 spots in the Fins batting order. Blackfins with 12 base hits today. The Goldpanners also with 12. Grounded to second, fielded clean by Milliken, who throws on to first. A 1-for-4 day so far for Singleton brings up Cole Kennison. Final third of the ball game, and it has been a crazy one.
Hitter number 33, Cole Kennison.
It was 1-1 after 2. Then in the 3rd inning, the Blackfins scored 6 runs to take a 7-1 lead. A grand slam home run for Josiah O'Bannon. The 2nd consecutive game, the Goldpanners give up a 2-out grand slam. But the Panners came storming right back with 5 in the bottom of the 3rd, including a 2-run shot for Flores. Panners then added 1 in the 4th, and then took the lead in the 5th inning on the 2-run home run by Dominic Hughes. But the Blackfins scratch across 3 in the 6th inning. Again, all with 2 outs. And they lead it 10-9 here in the 7th. We have seen 3 home runs today. And we might see more. Ball 4. A 5-pitch walk to Cole Kennison, the DH. He has walked twice in the game, and now it's Miles Iverson.
For Seattle shortstop number 1, Miles Iverson.
Panner pitching has walked 4 today. Steven Vasquez is the 5th pitcher for Fairbanks. Grounded to short, and it bounces past the glove of Chamau. A double play ball into center field. 2 on with 1 out. Chamau coming at it from the side, wanted to flip to second and start the double play. Never got glove on the baseball.
Third baseman number 7, Harrison Kaufman.
2 on with 1 out now for Harrison Kaufman. Vasquez gets the double play ball he needs, but instead 2 on now with 1 out. Breaking ball outside for a ball, 1-1. Blackfins have been opportunistic today, taking advantage of Goldpanner mistakes. Can they do so again here in the 7th inning? It's up to Vasquez. Bounces 1, stopped by Hiraki. Runners stay put. Top of the 7th inning. The Fins with a 1-run lead and an opportunity for more. And you got to be careful here. You got some big bats just around the corner. Love to take care of Harrison Kaufman here. He's 0 for 3 with a walk from the top of the order. Upstairs, ball 3. Santiago's on deck. He's 2 for 4. The 3-1 pitch. In for a strike, 3-2. Payoff pitch is fouled off the netting, right field side. Wild game here in Grand Forks. Championship game should be very entertaining. And another 3-2 pitch here from Vasquez. Called strike 3. Kaufman thought he had ball 4, and he's rung up by the home plate umpire, Mallinson. Borderline pitch low in the zone.
Second baseman number 16,
great one from Vasquez to get the strikeout. And now Santiago with 2 outs and 2 aboard. First time through the order here for Vasquez. That one misses low, ball 1. Be huge if he could put up a 0 here in the 7th inning. Pop back off the netting. Crowd has been entertained today. Those that arrived early and on time have seen quite a baseball game. 19 runs, 24 hits between these two teams. Two balls and a strike here with 2 outs. The Blackfins have runners at first and second here in the top of the 7th inning. That one hits the end of the bat. So it's 2-2. Santiago RBI single in the 6th inning. On a little bloop into shallow center. And now Vasquez, 1 strike from ending this 7th inning. The 2-2 to Santiago is grounded towards short. Shamau will take it himself to the bag. No, he does flip. And they get the force out at second base, so no damage done here in the top of the 7th. Good work for Steven Vasquez. Stretch time here in Grand Forks. Panners trail by 1.
No runs and no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. Taking us to the top of the 7th inning. Sorry, bottom of the 7th inning.
Gerald Von Dane here in Grand Forks, semifinal game. Goldpanners and Seattle Blackfins. Tate Shamau pops the first pitch up into foul territory for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Shimau an 0 for 3 day with a walk and a run scored so far. And here's Griffin Harrison. Panners trying to climb back into this one. They trail it by 1. Now facing Robley Chorus, the second pitcher for the Blackfins. After the starter, Caden Wetzel goes 5, giving up 9 runs, 8 earned. 2-0. Harrison. Ooh. Called a strike, looked high. Chorus gave up a leadoff single to Pinal in the 6th inning, but then got Brock Rudy. After falling behind Brock, 3 balls and a strike, he got Brock to ground into a double play. Misses here, it's 3-1. He falls behind Griffin Harrison, who's 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch and scored in that 5-run 3rd inning for Fairbanks. Panners trailed this game 7-1, then led 9-7. That one way up high for ball 4. And really, even the strike call was questionable. Talked about the walks given up by Chorus in his first outing.
Number 31, catcher Blake Hiraki.
In an inning and 2/3, he walked 2 and gave up a couple of base hits and 3 runs. Now Blake Hiraki, tying run at first base for Fairbanks here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Seattle Studs await the winner. The Blackfins defeated Calgary last night to earn their ticket for the semifinal game. Down low, 2-0. Struggling to find the zone here is Chorus. Blake Hiraki, a 2 for 3 day so far, and also lined out to right. So he's hitting the ball well today. Caden Clark to follow. He's 2 for 2. Runner bluffs, and a strike is called. It's 2-1. There is a right-hander throwing in the pen for Seattle. Panners hoping Vasquez can go the rest of the way and earn a victory. Grounded towards second. The flip to the bag for 1 on to first, double play. That's it for the Panners here in the 7th. It's 10-9 Seattle.
Double play to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no one left. Folks, grab your 50-50 tickets. We'll do the draw right now, and you'll want to pay attention to the number because the jackpot this morning, well, it's just now afternoon, $362.50. And just a reminder, after I draw the number, hang on to your tickets just in case we don't have a winner. We have had to draw again twice so far in the tournament. For $362.50, if this is your lucky number, take your ticket to Guest Relations. 4, 6, 7, 8, 0, 4, 3. 4, 6, 7, 8, 0, 4, 3. If that is your 50-50 ticket, take it to Guest Relations to claim your prize. If you've got your raffle tickets, grab those as well. We'll do a quick draw in our raffle. And these tickets are good for the entire day, so do hang on to them as well because they carry through into the next game. For a camp chair from Integra Tire, the lucky raffle number 004 5320. 004 5320. We've also got a draw for a $25 Tim Hortons gift card and collectible mug, and we'll make that.
Goldpanners and Seattle Blackfins. We head to the 8th inning in this semifinal game. The winner will get the Seattle Studs in the 1 o'clock game for the championship. Panners trailing 10-9. One more time through the heart of the order. Vasquez, for the first time, will face Williams, O'Bannon, and Glednill. The 3, 4, and 5 spots for Seattle. Swing and a miss, it's 1-1. Those three are a combined eight for 11 in the game. Eight for 11 with 5 RBIs and 5 runs. Two balls and 2 strikes. Vasquez to Williams, who's 2 for 3, was hit by a pitch, scored a couple of runs. Base hit to right. And a leadoff single for Williams, his 3rd hit of the day. Brings up Josiah O'Bannon. He had the grand slam back in the 3rd. Also doubled. He's scored twice, 2 for 4. Reached on an error his last time up on a ground ball to short. Well, Panners have hit into double plays in back-to-back innings. Let's see if Vasquez
42, Josiah O'Bannon,
can get one here in the 8th. Panners doing Chorus some favors the last 2 innings. He's struggled to find the zone. But reaching for pitches out of the zone and hitting into double plays. Curveball hit into center field and caught by Clark. O'Bannon retired. That's a big out here in the 8th inning. Panners trailing by 1. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 8th, it'll be Clark, Hughes, and Milliken due up.
0045349.
Panners falling to the Studs on Friday night 7-5. Hoping to get a shot at revenge in the championship game. They're going to have to come back and pull another late comeback win out of their hats. Vasquez trying to make sure it's only a 1-run deficit. Garen Glednill is 3 for 4 today. All singles, an RBI, and a run scored. The 3rd game in 2 days for the Blackfins. Panners had the day off yesterday. Spent the afternoon at Christina Lake, about 20 minutes away. Beautiful day, enjoying the beach and the water. Here in beautiful Grand Forks. Vasquez misses downstairs. I think it's 3-0. Scoreboard says 2-1. Now I'm not sure. Pinal holding the runner on at first with 1 out. And it's ball 4. Yes. And that moves an insurance run into scoring position with just 1 out here in the 8th. And now it's Bryce Lindbergh. He's 1 for 4.
Right fielder number 20.
Grounded into a double play back in the 2nd inning. Way back in the 2nd inning when R.J. Aranda was in the game. R.J. the first 2 innings. 1 run on 2 hits. Andrew Trotman, 2/3 of an inning, 6 runs. He has pitched a lot here in Grand Forks. Ian Torpy inning and a 1/3 scoreless. Nolan Meredith, inning and 2/3. And now Steven Vasquez. Three runs, 2 earned for Meredith. Grounded to short. Shamau to second, and he throws it away. That'll score a run, and everybody's safe with runners at the corners. Unbelievable. Another double play ball hit to Tate Shamau, and he throws it away from 8 feet away. It's 11-9 Seattle, and the Panners in trouble. The sure-handed Tate Shamau has had a difficult day here for Fairbanks. And the Blackfins still very much in business here. Runners at the corners and 1 out. And Jordan Singleton 1 for 4 today. Runner takes off. A late throw. And no shot. And now a base hit, and you are in a deep hole. Panners have played excellent defense this year. It has let them down today. Chopper foul. Second consecutive inning. A tailor-made double play.
Catcher number 25, Jordan Singleton.
Turns into an error. Vasquez trying to shake it off. And that one's bounced sharply off the glove of Pinal into right field for a base hit. 2 runs will score, and the Blackfins lead it by 4. And things falling apart on the Goldpanners now. And still just 1 out in the inning. Seattle leading 13-9. Cole Kennison, the batter. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. And that one's in the dirt to the wall. And over to second base goes Singleton on the wild pitch. Panners in a deep hole now late in the ball game. The error did not hurt the Panners in the 7th. But it has cost them 3 runs so far here in the 8th. And the Blackfins starting to taste it, as they are trying to play their 4th game in 2 days and play for the championship. Bouncer in front of home plate, and Hiraki throws out Kennison. 2-3, and the danger too in this inning is now you got to face those big bats again in the 9th.
Now batting for Seattle, shortstop number 1.
Miles Iverson, the batter now. He's 1 for 3 with a double, a run scored, and an RBI. The Studs await the winner. The Blackfins with a 4-run lead now, after putting up 3 here in the 8th. Vasquez in front here, 0-2 on the number 9 hitter, Miles Iverson. Again, for the Panners, it will be Clark, Hughes, and Milliken due up in the bottom of the 8th. They are going to have to get something going. Ground ball to short. Shamau has it, throws to first, on the money. That's it for the top of the 8th. But the Blackfins score 3 unearned runs and lead it by 4.
In the top of the 9th inning, the Seattle Blackfins scored 3 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. Heading into the bottom of the 9th inning, the Blackfins lead the Goldpanners 13-9. 8th inning, folks. And I am wearing my glasses right now.
Time running thin on the Goldpanners here at the Grand Forks International. They're going to have to pull off another big-time late-inning comeback if they want to earn a trip to the title game against the Seattle Studs, scheduled for 1 p.m. Looks like it might start a little bit late. Goldpanners have 3 come-from-behind walk-off wins this year. We're in the 8th inning, and the Panners trail at 13-9, a 3-run top of the 8th for the Blackfins. Caden Clark, Dominic Hughes, and Caleb Milliken do up 8, 9, and 1 spots. Clark, 2 for 2 today. Up and in, it's 2-0. Chorus has started behind hitters with regularity in this outing, but the Panners have hit into 2 double plays in 2 innings. There's a strike, it's 2-1. Garo Von Dane here in beautiful Grand Forks. Some darker clouds appearing now. Rain expected this afternoon. Here's the 2-1. In for a strike. It's 2-2 on Caden Clark with Dominic Hughes on deck. Panners need base runners. In the dirt, 3-2. Can Clark give the Goldpanners a leadoff runner? Robley Chorus on the hill. Oh, and it's called strike 3. And the umpire has words for Clark after Clark took exception to that strike call. Actually took a few steps towards the Goldpanner dugout after him.
Right fielder number 8, Dominic Hughes.
And now head coach Mark Lindsay is upset about it.
Stop looking over here. Stop looking over here in our fucking dugout. I'll tell you where to look. Stop fucking.
And there's Mark Lindsay. He has just been tossed, and then he throws his hat into the dirt. So Mark Lindsay will have to watch the rest of the game from outside of the dugout. He has been ejected. Goldpanner coaching staff has been frustrated here in Grand Forks. We saw Ryan Hansen ejected earlier in the tournament. And now they're going to make sure Mark Lindsay leaves the field. Dominic Hughes will be the batter. So Caden Clark, this all started, was called out on a suspect pitch on strikes with a 3-2 count. Thought he had ball 4, and it's called strike 3. He followed Clark. Clark had something to say on his way back to the dugout, and the home plate umpire took a few sharp steps towards Clark, following him towards the dugout, and had things to say. And that is why head coach Mark Lindsay took exception. And he verbalized that and was ejected. Hughes takes a ball. Meanwhile, it's 1-1. The Panners with 5 outs left. They trail here in the semifinals by 4. Trying to pull off another late comeback. Hughes fouls it back out of play. 1-2. Hughes a 2-run home run in the 5th inning. His first of the year. He's 1 for 3, trying to give the Goldpanners a base runner here in the 8th, with time running out on Fairbanks. And it's in the dirt for ball 2. Fouled back. Hughes hanging in there, fighting off pitches. With a 2-ball, 2-strike count, the base is empty and 1 away. After Hughes is Caleb Milliken. The 2-2. Upstairs, ball 3. If you can get Hughes on, you can start to build something here in the 8th. He drives pitchers crazy when he's on the base paths. Robley Chorus will deal a 3-2 pitch to Dom Hughes. Late swing to foul it off and stay alive. There is a right-hander out in the pen for Seattle. But the Finns obviously hoping Chorus can go the rest of the way, save whatever they have left for the championship game if they get there. Ball 4 high. Great at bat for Hughes. Draws the base on balls. The Goldpanners have a base runner here in the 8th inning. And Caleb Milliken now at the top of the order. 1 for 4 so far today. And if Milliken can get on, things really get interesting, because then you have Pinal, Rudy, and Flores all due up. A 4-run lead for Seattle. Panners trying to build something here in the 8th with 1 out. Ball 1. Head coach Mark Lindsay has been ejected. The 1-ball pitch to Milliken. Grounded towards short. And they'll only get 1 here. But now 2 away. Chorus has gotten 3 Goldpanners to hit into double plays, or 2 into double plays in the first 2 innings of work.
Matthew Penal.
Couldn't get one there, and won't get one here because there are 2 away. Matthew Penal, 2 for 4 with an RBI triple and a run scored. Way upstairs for ball 1. Robley Chorus against Matthew Penal with Rudy on deck. Another one well up high, swung on and fouled back out of play. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Panners running out of time. I'd like to get something here in the 8th inning. There are 2 outs, and Caleb Milliken stands at first base. Chopped right side, just foul. The Studs awaiting the winner in today's championship game, which will not be starting at 1 because that's 29 minutes away. Penal reaches down, hits one into shallow right, and coming in to make the catch on the run is Lindbergh. Down go the Goldpanners here in the 8th. We'll go to the 9th. It's 13-9 Seattle.
In the bottom of the 8th inning, Alaska scored no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. And we now head into the top of the 9th inning with the Seattle Blackfins leading the Alaska Goldpanners 13-9. We did have a 50-50 winner. Congratulations to Rick Metzala from Greenwood.
Back here in Grand Forks, Goldpanners and Seattle Blackfins as we head to the 9th inning. And before our first pitch, we get a visit to the mound from Marcus Mastroboni, assistant coach for the Goldpanners. He goes out to just talk to Steven Vasquez for, I don't know what that was about. Just a quick word, and Vasquez will go to work here in the 9th. A 4-run lead for the Blackfins. They are an inning away from punching their ticket to the title game. That will be their 7th game here at the tournament, should they win this. And it will be their 4th in 2 days. The Studs have been resting for 2 days. It's going to be a tall order for whoever faces the Studs. They have a deep roster, more players than any other team here. There aren't any roster limits here at the Grand Forks International. 3 balls and a strike. Vasquez working here to Harrison Kaufman at the top of the lineup. Grounded to short. Shimau has it in the glove and throws across to get Kaufman. Harrison 0 for 5 from the top of the order for the Blackfins. The Blackfins scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning. A grand slam for Josiah O'Bannon, and it was all Seattle 7-1. But the Goldpanners came right back in the bottom of the 3rd with 5 runs. This one is grounded into right field for a base hit for Santiago. Then the Goldpanners scored 1 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. The 2-run home run for Dominic Hughes. The second Goldpanner home run today, and they led 9-7. 8 unanswered for Fairbanks, but Seattle now with 6 unanswered. Errors opening the door in the 8th inning and led the way to 3 runs. After a 3-run 6th that also featured an error. Swing and a miss. Zion Williams is 3 for 4 today with 3 runs scored. O'Bannon is on deck. Lands one in for a strike. It's 1-2. For the Goldpanners in the bottom of the 9th, it will be Brock Rudy, Rafael Flores, and Tate Shimau. The prize money here at the tournament, the champion will win $16,000. Swing and a miss. Vasquez strikes out Williams. $16,000 for first place. The second place finisher with $8,000. And the loser of this game, $6,000. Runner at first base with 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning. This game 2 hours and 38 minutes old. So he did not swing. So Vasquez 2-0 on O'Bannon. He was 2 for 5 with that grand slam in the 3rd inning, doubled and scored back in the 2nd. 3-0. After O'Bannon is Glednell, he's had a good day too. Swing and a miss on a 3-0 pitch. And it's 3-1. If the Blackfins do go on to the championship, that is a tough situation to try and win a championship. Your 4th game in 2 days and 7th of the tournament, into center field for a base hit. Inning continues for the Blackfins as they look to add to this 4-run lead. And to go up against that Studs team that has only played 4 games and have had the last couple days to rest. We will see the Studs, if not today, in just a few days in Seattle. Also, the Everett Merchants will be there, and the San Francisco Seals. Good stop backhanded play by Pinal over at first. Takes it to the bag unassisted. No runs, 2 hits, a couple left on. Last chance for the Goldpanners, and we come back here in the semifinals. It's 13-9 Seattle.
In the top of the 9th inning, no runs scored on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We now head into the bottom of the 9th inning. The Seattle Blackfins lead the Alaska Goldpanners 13-9. A reminder, the winner of this game will proceed to the 1 o'clock game, a little bit behind schedule, but pretty close. The 1 o'clock game, the championship game for the 2022 Grand Forks International against the Seattle Studs.
Well, this is it. Goldpanners step to the plate here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The 38th annual Grand Forks International. James Donaldson Stadium here in beautiful Grand Forks. What a wonderful trip this has been. Fantastic weather and just a really good time here in Grand Forks. Getting out of the smoke in Fairbanks and being here with these wonderful Canadians. It's been a really good time here in Grand Forks. We'll spend the night here tonight and then off to Seattle in the morning. 13-9, Blackfins. Brock Rudy leads off and lines one, foul right field side. Hooked it foul, not by much. Rudy 3 for 4 today. Panners all their scoring in the first 5 innings. Hit into a couple of double plays in the last 3 innings. Just 1 hit, make that 2 as he rips one over the head of Robley Kokoris. Brock's 4th hit of the day. And the leadoff man aboard for Fairbanks. Goldpanners with 3 come-from-behind walk-off victories this year. They trailed the Oilers by 4 early this season in the 9th inning, or actually in the 7th inning, and walked them off. That was a 7-inning game. And here's Rafael Flores, 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Don't need a home run here. I mean, you'll take it. You just need to keep this or continue this potential rally. Rudy at first base. And the 1-ball pitch to Flores is in the dirt. The second hit off of Chorus as he goes through the order for the 2nd time now. Flores with Shamau on deck. You know Tatney wants a base hit. Two 2-0 to Flores. Way upstairs, 3-0. Does Rafi have the green light with a runner at first and a 3-ball no strike count? And he hammers one to deep right. Bat flip, gone over the fence in right center. Rafael Flores with his 2nd home run of the day. And it's 13-11. Rudy comes in to touch home just ahead of Rafi. A 2-home run day for Rafael Flores, the sophomore from Rio Hondo out of Anaheim, California. That's all for Robley Chorus. Pitching change coming up here in Grand Forks. The Panners trying to pull off another ninth inning comeback.
The next batter up for the Goldpanners will be shortstop number 6, Tate Shimau. New pitcher in for the Blackfins, number 17, Alex DeCaro.
"16 hits for Seattle today, 14 for Fairbanks. The Blackfins lead at 13-11. Bottom of the ninth inning, 2 runs are in, pitching change. And that one is fouled off by Tate Shimau, the first pitch he sees from the new pitcher for the Blackfins, Alex DeCaro. Alex DeCaro, number 17, into the game to try and get the save and send the Blackfins to the championship. It's 0-2 on Tate Shimau. Shimau is 0 for 3. Walked and scored way back in the second inning. Swings and misses and strikes out for the first out here in the ninth. That will bring up Griffin Harrison now. Panners with 2 outs remaining.
Griffin Harrison.
DeCaro here at the tournament has made 2 previous appearances. A total of 2 1/3 innings, 1 run on 3 base hits. He hasn't walked anybody yet. He has struck out 3, make that now 4. Semi-final game here at the Grand Forks International. Last chance for the Goldpanners. Griffin Harrison trying to bring the tying run to the plate. Down and away for a ball, it's 1-1. Blackfins were hoping not to go to the pen again here today and save something for the studs in the championship game. But after the 2-run home run, had to go to the pen. A little reach out, bloop towards second base, barehanded. Oh, and they call him out at first base. Boy, again, I thought Harrison was safe at first. Panners have lost some tough calls over at first base today. Wow. And the Panners down to their final out. A barehanded play by the second baseman, Austin Santiago, to throw out Harrison. Blake Hiraki, the last hope for Fairbanks. Takes a ball. Hiraki 2 for 4 today, a couple of singles. Caden Clark is on deck. Swings and misses out in front. It's 1-1. Alex DeCaro trying to nail down this win and send the Blackfins to the championship game. As they're trying to win their third game in 3 tries in a little over 24 hours. This would be 3 wins in 24 hours because their first game yesterday was at 1 p.m. 2-1 to Hiraki. Foul tip, 2-2. Panners down to their last strike. Oh, the things you can circle in this game, the big moments. And the could-have-beens. Hiraki trying to fight his way on, and he fouls this one off. And now a conversation between Ryan Hansen in the third base box and a home plate umpire. Oh, he wanted a new baseball. Mark Lindsay ejected in the 8th inning. Head coach of the Goldpanners arguing with the home plate umpire. And way inside. And it's 3-2. Blake Hiraki trying to get on base and keep hope alive here for the Goldpanners. They trail it by 2 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And now the 3-2 pitch. Chopped foul. Caden Clark hoping for another chance. (13-11), the Blackfins in front. Smack to left, a base hit. This will be extra bases for Hiraki as he's on his way to second. It's bobbled in left field. It won't matter though, still a double for Hiraki. And the Panners still alive here in the 9th inning. Boy, how big was that out at first base? The close calls have definitely not gone the Panner way today. But trying to overcome it here. Hiraki with a 2-out double. And now Caden Clark. He's 2 for 3 today with a couple of runs batted in. Also had a sacrifice earlier, and now Blackfins want to talk a couple of things over. As the Fins' pulse starts to rise once more. They're not out of the woods yet. The tying run comes to the plate. And Alex DeCaro trying to finish off the Panners here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Clark does not have a home run this year, if you're wondering. Swings and misses. Clark, the batter, Hughes on deck. 4th batter faced for DeCaro. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Panners again down to their last strike. DeCaro will step off. We'll go through the signs again. Panners have not been able to get the balk call here. That has irked the Goldpanner coaching staff. The 0-2 is popped up. This should do it. Underneath it, Second baseman Santiago calling for it and makes the catch. And the Blackfins win their third game in 24 hours and wave goodbye to the Goldpanners who come out of the dugout. Catcher waving bye-bye to the Goldpanners who are not happy about it. And unpleasantries after the game. A lot of barking earlier today. And now the Blackfins get to have the last word.
Take on the Seattle Studs, but let's have a big round of applause for a great showing from the Alaska Goldpanners.
The Goldpanners get a hand from the faithful here in Grand Forks. And the Panners bow out of the Grand Forks International. They will have to settle for third place. And the Blackfins will take on the Seattle Studs in the championship game in just a bit. We will not be broadcasting that. Oh boy, Panners lose a tough one, 13-11 to the Seattle Blackfins. And we will be off for Seattle in the morning, and I believe our next broadcast is 5:30 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday against the Seattle Studs. So we'll see you for Pannervision on Tuesday. In the meantime, have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. The Panners eliminated and finished third here at the Grand Forks International. They fall to the Seattle Blackfins by a final score of 13-11. Hey, everybody, say goodbye to Danny Vaziri, and big thanks for coming out here from Chicago to pitch in and bring you Pannervision into your homes. We'll say goodbye to Danny, and we'll see you all from Seattle in a couple of days. Garo Von Dane sings so long from Grand Forks in beautiful British Columbia. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. Good day.